Melissa Lane, Columbus Technical College, PRN 33931. This is my index card. This is the back of my index card. These are my audience members, Betty and Jack. What if you were in an accident and your child was in the vehicle? You die instantly and your child lives but needs an organ transplant. You could have saved your child's life had you only chose to become an organ donor. Your loved one will have to be put on a waiting list and may or may not get the organ they need to live. Organ donation is crucial to save lives and is very easy to become an organ donor. Today I would like to talk to you about, first, the need for organs, and second, how easy it is and how simple it is to become an organ donor. According to the Organ Procurement and Transplantation Network, over 105,000 people are waiting for the gift of life. By this time tomorrow, 17 people in America that are alive right now will be dead because they didn't get the organ they needed to save their life. Not because they were in a car wreck, or not because they were gunned down, or not because it was simply just their time to go, but because they just couldn't get the transplant in time. Money is not the issue here, nor is scarcity. According to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, there are more than enough potential donors to save everyone's life who is on that transplant list. The problem is those potential donors die without leaving any instructions on that they are prepared to help someone else live. Here in Georgia alone, there are 3,117 organs needed to save lives. These people are hoping and praying every day that someone will become a donor and choose to give them the gift of life. These are not just adults. Many of these people whose lives are indefinite are children. There are 1,077 American children under the age of 10 that are in need of organ transplants. There are 129 infants that may or may not live to say their first words. These people deserve a chance for a healthy life just as well as we do. There are many organs that can be donated. These organs include the heart, kidneys, pancreas, lungs, liver, and intestines. There are many other organs as well that can be donated. These include corneas, bone, skin, heart valves, and blood vessels. The number of people requiring a life-saving transplant continues to rise every day. There are approximately 300 people every month that are added to that waiting list. There are a lot of myths and rumors that keep people from becoming a donor. Some people think that the medical team will not try to save their life if they are a donor. This isn't true. The transplant team is completely separate from the team that tries to save lives. And the transplant team will not even be called in until the person is already completely dead and they have tried everything they could to save that person. Some people think that they may be too old to be an organ donor. That's not true either. Anyone can be an organ donor. It does not matter what your age is, how old you are. There's no age limitations. The deciding factor on whether you can become an organ donor or not is your physical condition at the time of your death. You can still donate even if you've had a previous medical condition. I'm sure that you can see the need for people to donate their organs. But you might be asking yourself, how can I become an organ donor? Or what can I do to make sure that my wishes are carried out? It's very simple to become an organ donor. There are 3 easy steps to follow. First, you need to make sure that it's marked on your driver's license that you wish to become an organ donor. Second, you need to fill out an organ donor card. You can go to a website, organdonor.gov, to print out an organ donor card and to fill it out. And you need to keep that card with you at all times if you wish to become an organ donor. The last thing that you need to do to become an organ donor, according to the American Heart Association, is to discuss your wishes with your family. Your family and loved ones have the last day when it comes to organ donation. So you need to discuss your choice with them to save other people's lives. As you can easily see, donating organs can be one of the most important decisions that you'll ever make. And it will also be the most precious gift that you could ever give. I've told you about the need for organs and how to become an organ donor after you die. First, you need to put it on your driver's license that you wish to become an organ donor. You need to fill out an organ donor card, and especially talk to your family and let them know that your wishes are to save someone's life after you've gone on. There's one last thing that I would like you to think about. There are 6 major organs in your body that you can donate. There are 3 people in this room. If just the people in this room decide to become organ donors, we can possibly save 18 people's lives or more. Wouldn't you like to know when you leave this world that you have left and given as many as 6 people the gift of life? Do I have any questions?
If someone has a serious illness, can they still be an organ donor?
Yes, even if someone has a serious illness, no matter what that illness is, even if it has affected certain organs, they can still become an organ donor, and the organs that are good are the ones that they will take, and the ones that are not usable, then they will not use. Any other questions?
Is it possible to have an open casket funeral if you're an organ donor?
Yes, it is very possible to have an open casket funeral if you're an organ donor. The way they do this is they take the organs out just like surgery, and they would sew the body back up just like after having a normal surgery.